Rick Springfield reveals his long battle with depression.
I was having, emotional problems.
Thoughts of suicide, his turbulent childhood.
I was always the black sheep.
And how he's bringing back the 80s at the age of 56. And the depression that led Rick Springfield to contemplate suicide.
I was a pretty dark teenager.
His private demons and his return to rock and roll right after this. Next from stage 28, Rick Springfield at 56. Still rocking and back on daytime as Dr. Noah Drake.
Why don't we compare calendars? What's on yours?
Tonight's story from stage 28, rock star and soap stud Rick Springfield is making a comeback. His debilitating depression kept him from the stage. Now Rick is ready to roll once more. This feel-good Grammy-winning #1 hit from 1981 disguised Springfield's dangerous, long-running battle with depression, which dated back to his teens and eventually led to thoughts of suicide.
I was a pretty dark teenager and was failing school and hated school and was having, emotional problems.
Now 56, Rick's headlining VH1's We Are the 80s tour, and the Australian looks back at his youthful unrest as a product of growing up in a military family in the turbulent 1960s.
We lived on army bases all over the world, and I was always the black sheep, and I'd always say to my parents, how can you let Richard play the guitar and stay away from school and all this kind of thing? And they were as lost as I was.
Rock and roll not only gave his life meaning, it brought him groupies.
To have this shy guy suddenly have girls chasing him, it was like kind of part of the reason you get into it in the first place.
Of course, Rick's heartthrob status was sealed in 1981 when he became the original Dr. McDreamy, Noah Drake, on General Hospital.
Well, why don't we both sit down?
The role lasted only 2 years before he left to focus on music stardom, but those old demons resurfaced with a vengeance, and the pressures of fame were nearly overwhelming.
I was pretty lost at that point. I'd burned out, and I need some time off to really look at all the changes that have been going on inside me.
The only clue his fans ever had of Rick's turmoil was in September of 2000, when he was detained for suspected spousal abuse. The charge was dropped, the couple worked it out, and the parents of 2 sons, aged 20 and 17, are still together. Rick says meditation and therapy helped bring peace into his life, and he's returned to 2 of his first loves.
Why don't we compare calendars? What's on yours?
After a 23-year absence, he returned to ABC's General Hospital, and Dr. Drake will show up from time to time. And through September, he'll be on that We Are the 80s tour, which has spawned a new CD series that includes one from him. Rick once retired in the mid-80s. Now it looks like he's on the road for good.
That's it. I don't want to retire again.